What's up, everybody? This is episode 2 of Gears Unlimited. I am competitive Gears esports caster Guy Blaze, and I'll be your host throughout the entire series. If you guys have missed any of the esports action throughout the week, don't worry about it. This is your one-stop shop to get all the news. Now let's talk Gears of War. Now in this show, we have Shady coming in from Astro Gaming with a special announcement that you guys don't want to miss. And we had some interesting results in our international leagues as well, some new winners in our Challengers division. So before we hop into that detail, let's quickly recap our scores from the week. Last week in the North American Challengers division, you had Glory emerge victorious. But this week we have a new winner. It's gonna be the boys of Pablos. They come out and defeat Glory 2-0. Shout out to the roster. It's gonna be Enzum, Jerry's, Sideshow, Abolics, and Lanarchy. In your LATAM Challengers League last week, you had Kings of All come out victorious. But this week, they were dethroned by the Silent Rippers, roster consisting of Gangsta, Toy Daz, Jax, Absence, and Rapids. Congrats to those guys for coming out and dethroning the Kings. In South America, in the Challengers division, last week it was I7KXV who came out victorious. This week, they had some competitors come out, but in the end, it was Dynamic, Slams, Dodes, Poseidon, and Lucho, as well as your man Prodigy, who comes out on top victorious in the European Challengers League. Once again, the boys made it back to the finals. This week, their competition was Team Sick, but the boys got it done again. Roster consisting of Ashen, Incisive, Abuse, Ash, and Vision. Last week in the Asian Pacific region, it was Mindfreak dominating the competition once again. And this week, I was thinking the same thing, but guess what? It was Genocide who came out victorious with a roster consisting of Clutch, Dead Zone, Currency, Nate, Herring, and Made in Australia. Congrats to those guys for dethroning the Kings. Now, in the European Pro League, we're gonna kick this one off with EU's Finest versus R Damage. Last week, R Damage comes out and they beat Obey Alliance and they go up 1-0. Last week, EU's Finest loses to Rated R and goes down 0-1, something that we were not expecting. So in this matchup, EU's Finest had to come out and show us what they're all about. Show us the team in which we know that they can be, and that's exactly what they did. Map number 1 was Asylum, and it was a straight blowout by EU's Finest. They take that one to 7-1. Now, going into map number 2, it was Exhibit. We were saying, hey, R Damage, this is a map in which they can come out and get the series back under control. But EU's Finest showed what real teamwork was all about. Lancers, shotguns, both on point. EU's Finest goes up to a dynamic lead. Now, R Damage says, hey, you know what? They get their teamwork on point. They manage to rally for a few more rounds to cut the score down just a little bit more. But in the end, EU's Finest was just a little bit too much, and R Damage could not get the pace back in their favor. EU's Finest goes 1-1 in your Pro League and ties R Damage 1-1 as well. Now, our next matchup in the European division, it was Obey Alliance versus Rated R. Going into map number 1, it was Bunker. Now you can say Rated R may have made a mistake letting this map get through because it is one of Obey Alliance's best maps, and they showed us why. Coming through, showing the community what real teamwork is all about. Obey Alliance, they go up 6-3 in this map. Now even at this point, Rated R had the most eliminations. between both the teams. But still, even though Rated R was slaying out of their minds, Old Bay Alliance just showed that, hey, it's all about working smarter and not harder, and they come out with that map victory. In map number 2, Rated R gets off to a better start than they did in map number 1. But even through those efforts, Old Bay Alliance shows us their resilience once again. You have Breaker and his duo Demonic turn up in those late rounds, and they secure the victory for Old Bay Alliance. Now in the European division, we have the entire league tied up 1-1. You had Fire and Ice versus Astral. Map number 1, Vaskar. Astral, they go up 3-2 early on, showing that, hey, you know what? This week, we got what it takes. We're about to come out and get another victory. You had Astral use their utility very, very well, and they said enough is enough. They come back and they win 3 rounds in a row off straight eliminations, wiping their opponent off of the map. And they go up 1-0 in this series. Map number 2. Even though Fire and Ice started down 3-0 in round number 4, they get their first win, but they get outplayed on weapon placement. In round number 10, it was Fire and Ice. They missed out on a must-win round in which they needed to get to pull away and tie this one up. But it was Astral who closes it out in the last 2 rounds and puts another stamp on a 7-5 victory in map number 2. And they go 1-1 in your division. Coming up in our next series in our Latium Pro League, you got Ghost Gaming versus EGYX. Ghost Gaming 0-1 from last week. EGYX sitting at 1-0. In the first map, it was all Ghost Gaming. They come out and they show their dominance. EGYX, they couldn't do anything at all. But Ghost, they shut them down and they go up 1-0 in this series. Now we head into map number 2, Asylum. Ghost Gaming looking to close this series out. But EGYX, they had something else up their sleeve. In round 9, EGYX makes a smart block on the drop shot for the remainder of the match. And through that, they were able to close out Asylum and send us to a map number 3. Icebound. Both these teams, Ghost Gaming looking to get their first win in the Pro League. EGYX trying to shock the competition and go up 2-0. Now we go into round 13, and we got all the big guns on the map. Embar, Botok, Drop Shot, Boom Shot. Who's gonna come out victorious in this one? The round kicks off, and Monkeys, right off the bat, 2 clutch headshots, taking the drop shot out the hands of EGYX. And in this moment, you think Ghost Gaming about to charge to victory on the home hill of EGYX, but Nero has something to say about it. He comes out of nowhere, picks up a few clutch kills, and EGYX had every right to move on forward to Ghost Gaming home hill to find the remaining few kills, and they go up 2-0 in your Pro League. Let's talk about our North American Pro League. We'll kick this one off with Hive versus Gods. Last week, Gods, they lost to Mazer in a few close matches, and Hive, they lost to I Don't Know. So both these teams looking for their first win, and now let's find out who gets it. Hive, they get off to an early lead. Gods, not much in which they can do. Frag Out gets them in a difficult position early on with those low respawns. Hive, they take map number 1, 7-1, and you gotta give Noe and Demise all the credit in the world. Now we head over to map number 2 on Icebound. Hive, they bring that same composure from map number 1 and get off to an early 5-1 lead. But the veterans of God, Sleepy and Speedy, they managed to cut the deficit of the score just a bit and get it to 6-4. But Hive, we're watching this team that emerged throughout Gears of War 4 with young talent turn into veterans. They show their composure in the late game and they close out the map, and Hive getting their first win of the Pro League. This is my match to look out for. Map number 1, it was Asylum. And Reciprocity proved to be just a little bit too much. Too structured. coming out, showing Rise Nation what real teamwork is all about. You had Powers and Rushies on Reciprocity. They lead the way with about 80 eliminations. They go through and they secure the victory for Reciprocity in map number 1. In map number 2, we head over to Training Grounds. Rise Nation looking to make a comeback, and they start off with some great strategy, even forcing Reciprocity to have to switch up a few things. But the real difference maker happened in round number 6. Rise Nation lets a crucial round get away from them. Now, they try to keep their composure going into round number 7, but it happens again. The score could have easily been 4-3 in favor of Rise Nation, but instead, it was 5-2 in favor of Reciprocity. From then, they take that momentum and they close out the map. Icy, Kenny, showing that they can also drop close to 80 eliminations between that duo, showing the young guns of Rushies and Powers that they can get it done just as well. And Reciprocity goes 1-1 in the Pro League. All right, so that's gonna be it for our Pro League updates. Now, I told you guys earlier in the show that we do have a special guest for you. So without further ado, I introduce Shady on over to Gears Unlimited. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, bro?
Oh man, it is going good.
How you been?
It's going great. I've been doing good, you know. We are in episode 2 of Gears Unlimited.
I watched the last episode. You did great.
Yeah, right. We got to have Violet on this show, and so I'm happy that we have a place where we can bring on our community members.
Yeah.
Everybody, we can talk Gears of War, and we can bring that entertainment to the fans.
Absolutely, it's something that Gears needed. So I'm very excited to be here.
It's wild how it works like that in gaming sometimes, where you never know who you're gonna meet. Everybody comes together just to play video games.
Oh, 100%. I've met some lifelong friends through video games. People that I used to play with online that I finally got to meet in person. Like, never knew who this person was. Like, we'll randomly run into him at an event or something. Like, oh yeah, you're Shady. I know who you are. We used to play. And I'm like, he'd tell me his gamer tag. I'd be like, oh, it's you. Like, so gaming has always like just brought people together.
Gears of War, you know, I feel like does a lot of that. A lot of that. It's done a lot of that in my life. You know, how did you find out about Gears of War?
So I grew up in South Central Los Angeles, not the nicest place in the world, but that's
Indiana
that's home
for me, you know.
Yeah, that's home. I had a friend there. His name was Raymond. His nickname was Yank. And when first Gears of War first came out, I was a PlayStation guy. When Gears of War first came out, we were at a mutual friend house, my homeboy Eric, and he brought his Xbox through the 360.
Yeah.
And he was like, I got this game to show y'all. It's called Gears of War. It's crazy. I'm like, what? Like, all right, let's check it out.
What you talking about?
And when I first seen that game, like the first person to explode from a shotgun, I fell in love.
Because it was nothing like that.
It was nothing like it at the time. And like, I fell in love. I got an Xbox 360, got Gears of War, and we used to all play like all night long, every day. He ended up passing away through like gun violence in Los Angeles, but like every time I play Gears of War, I always think about him. Like, he's the reason why like I even know this game exists.
I'm happy that he brought you within our community.
Yeah.
And you know, he got you that love for Gears of War.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I never stopped playing Gears.
There you go. You got a chance to be at the last few seasons of Gears of War.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite Gears moments and Gears players out there?
Some of my favorite, one of my favorite Gears moments, and I'll never forget it, is it was Echo Fox versus Optic Gaming, New Orleans.
Oh.
After the first match, Optic Gaming steamrolled them, and that's when Praise had his viral moment.
Yeah.
Everybody remember that moment. Yeah, that was a good one
for the esports.
That gave me goosebumps. That moment right there. And then when they met back up, and it was the grand finals, I believe, right? That first match, that's when we seen like the potential of that Echo Fox team, because they came in and smacked them in the mouth.
They came out firing.
I was jumping up. It's like little clips of me jumping up.
That was Power's first event.
Yeah.
He has 550 kills throughout the event.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite moments of all time for Gears esports. I'm getting goosebumps talking about it right now. Like, I remember I was in the front row. I was in the front row with Fallout, and like every time like they clutch around, we jumping up. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, it was amazing.
You look at the Reciprocity roster now. Instead of Kyle, you pretty much just got Rushies there.
Yeah.
Which you can arguably say that makes that roster more in your face to match the play style of who was NRG now, but back then in New Orleans, which was Optic.
Absolutely.
So, you know, I was happy to see those guys play on week 1 of our Pro League because you got 9 of the players from that iconic New Orleans match. And then you get Rushies added to the mix. And I think we're going to be able to see some crazy games like that this season. San Diego, we'll see those 2 teams play, and it's going to be one that you guys don't want to miss out. One thing about running live events, right, and even shows like this, audio is so important.
Very.
And, you know, at live events, I've had the, you know, I've had the rare moments to be able to see you sprinting across the vent. You know, anytime audio issues happen.
Absolutely. I feel like Usain Bolt sometimes, so yeah, I already know.
Like when they say main stage, that's when I'm like, oh, well, that's not good. It can like be the simplest problem as far as somebody didn't plug something in all the way, or it can literally be all the mix amps just stopped working. It could be like all type of things. So I'm hoping that somebody didn't plug something in all the way.
Game audio on the left side.
Oh, okay. They're hearing each other's gameplay?
Yeah.
So I just want to say from all the casters and the talent, we appreciate your speedy fixes when it comes down to audio events.
I love my job. It's pretty cool. Like sometimes when I'm not at certain events, like my Twitter goes crazy. Where's Shady at?
Where's Shady at?
We're mixing and Poppy. I'll be like, oh, I'm at home. Like I'm not at that event, so it's pretty cool. Like I see a lot of gamers and a lot of pro players respect what we do, and we love what we do. It's pretty cool when we go to events, and you know the open bracket they usually is bring your own headset, and when we go to the open brackets, like 80% of the headsets that are used in open brackets are Astro fans bringing their A40s, A10s, like any of our headsets there, and it's just a great sight to see.
Yeah, it is. I remember younger in my competitive days, you know, which seemed like light years away. And, you know, I ain't even hit 30 yet, right? But in gaming years, I'm an old man. So back in, it was 2008, or no, it was back in 2007. The first team in open bracket brought Astros. And it was a sight to see. Everybody was like, yo, you heard about those dudes with the new futuristic headsets? In 2007, they were futuristic. It was like, what you talking about? Everybody, and I think it was Carbon that had them. And looking across the board, it was like, yo, the headsets were so good, they told them that they could not use them no more at that event because nobody else had the same competitive advantage in which they did. Back then at those moments, even your opponents would do like fake call-outs because they know you don't have headsets. So they'd say something like, yo, we're pushing high side, and they won't do nothing. And next thing you know, you break your whole setup, and they take advantage of you. And you go from something like that to just it being you and your team and your comms, better comms than you guys had online, and just that experience for the whole first year changed gaming as a whole, and this is the reason why Astro Gaming is pretty much at every event.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Thank you for sharing that. Like, what's crazy, a lot of people don't know about that band story. Man,
it has been awesome to kind of relive some of those classic Astro stories. But there's something I've been hearing through the grapevine, and I'm gonna need you to, you know, to set it straight for us on Gears Unlimited.
Oh, okay.
What is Astro Battles?
Oh, that's a very good question. It's something that we're doing with Team Beyond, and as a matter of fact, I know this is Joe's spot, this is Joe's place, but I got somebody with me.
Okay.
Frank.
Yo, Frank, come on over to Gears Unlimited.
Hey, thanks
welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, we got enough room on the couch.
We're
gonna make it
comfortable. Yeah, we're one family now.
We're like the Golden Girls.
We're one big Gears family. I would take Golden Girls, okay?
Yeah, I love that show.
The Golden Boys.
The Golden Boys?
I've never seen Golden Girls. Is it good?
Golden Girls?
Yeah, I've heard about it, you know.
You never heard of Golden Girls?
I've heard about it. I've never seen it.
I think we gotta go, man.
Yeah. Well, all right. So, Frank, now that you're on the show here as well, tell us, what is Astro Battles?
Yeah, so Astro Battles is kind of a collaborative effort between Astro Gaming, Beyond Entertainment, and the Coalition to bring an official tournament series to Gears Esports.
And so with this tournament series, it's going to be 3v3 King of the Hill Astro Battles. You guys are going to be online and on LAN as well, correct?
Yeah, so there's like a couple, you know, dishes to this meal, so to speak. So starting this month, we're gonna have the kickoff, the kind of appetizer is the 3v3 King of the Hill tournaments, 2 of them in November, and they're going to be $1,000 for each of those events on the line.
A lot of money.
Yeah, it kind of makes me want to compete. But then going into December, that's like the big kickoff into Astro Battles. That's going to be the official tournament series. We have over $20,000 in cash and prizes on the line. It's going to be spread out over seasons. There's going to be points for you to earn online, and then those points are going to help seed our online events, and then also help seed the official LAN events that are
For
going to
Astro Battles.
Yeah, for Astro Battles that are going to coincide with those Gears majors.
Nice, you know, so being able to earn those points online, get that early seeding, come to LAN and play with your teammates. That's going to be awesome to get that heads up jump there as well. And then you can also go to the Astro booth as well and get a little jump on seeding going into the next seasons.
Yeah, so we're trying to get like the whole encompassing thing going here. So at the Astro booth, Beyond's going to be there, and we're going to be running a couple different events. There's going to be a chance for you to get a jump start on those next season points to help seed your team going into the next round of Astro Battles. But then also some more like fun side tournament events and those types of things. So like a winner stays on win streak style tournament where if you have the most wins in a row on this day, you're gonna win some cool Astro gear and some Astro prizes and stuff like that.
Nice. Beyond's gonna be there in the Astro booth. So Astro Gaming is gonna be at our event once again.
Yes.
Shady, what type of support Astro's gonna be providing for us?
So we're going to be, again, the official headset, mix amp, and audio partner of Gears Esports.
Nice. That's exactly what we need.
That's what they want. So we're back. On top of that, we're going to have our booth, of course. With our booth, we're going to have in-venue giveaways that you love to do, or whoever else love to do, get the fans hyped and stuff like that. Then on top of that, we're going to have our custom special. It's a special A40 that we designed just specifically for main stage purposes.
Okay.
It's better noise canceling. It has a gooseneck microphone.
Okay.
And it's pretty awesome. So
So if you guys are on that main stage, you guys get to have a treat to be using a headset that you can't even buy at home to make sure you got that prime.
Yeah, you cannot buy
audio.
it. You cannot buy it. And one thing about Gears of War, there's a lot of trash talking in Gears of War. Sometimes you don't want to hear that. You want to focus on the game.
That is true.
We made sure that we made something to where you can block out all the outside noise and you can focus on your team comms and make sure you get the job done in the game.
Will Astro be back in the open bracket as well?
Yes, there will be mix amps at every station in the open bracket. Daisy chained, of course. We will have our techs in the open bracket, making sure that everybody's audio is always working at all times. If something needs to be fixed, we'll come running like we always do.
Don't get me wrong, you know, I love Astros and I only own Astros, but if somebody came to the event without an Astro headset, can they still use the mix amps?
Yes, they can still use the mix amps. And if they didn't bring their headset, they can come to the booth and rent a headset.
Oh,
free of
so they can
charge.
rent?
They can rent an A40 free of charge.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so hey, if you guys forget your headsets at home or you just guys don't have one, don't worry about it. You can rent one at the event and join in on all the action and making sure that you got that premium audio too as well.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's pretty cool because there's some people out there still that has never used an Astro, so it gives them the opportunity to use the Astro. And once they use it, they're like, "What can I like?" Usually, most of the time, when we do the loaner setups at some events, they use the headset for the first time. Then they come back like, "I want to buy one." Like, we're not selling them here, but you can go on astrogaming.com and buy them. So it's pretty. It gives the players a chance to try out our full audio system because you plug it right into a mix amp.
That's awesome. That's one of the best places you can get the full experience of what a mix amp and A40 can do for you and how it can help your gaming out as well.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna have to put you on a spot, and you know, if you guys don't got a headset, hopefully I get a drop. I get an Astro drop at home. You guys can, you know, Fire Squad. I'm gonna have some stuff for you.
Always.
All right.
You know you got.
Because now Astro got to hook me up because I done put him on the spot now.
Yeah, you know you got the green light. Whatever you want.
Green light, go. Let's get it. So as we talked about, you know, everybody will have a chance to go to these events and play in Astro battles. And now you were also saying that the winners of the winter qualifier will be able to get flown out to the next event as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So starting with those December Astro Battles events, the winner of each season will be flown out to those majors. And, you know, we kind of want to give that like pro experience to all of our competitors. So each one of our events, including the November King of the Hills, are going to be broadcast on our Twitch channel.
Oh, snap.
And yeah, so you can catch that on twitch.tv/TeamBeyondNet.
Will it be casted?
Yeah.
Who's gonna be casting?
We'll see. Maybe
Okay,
that's another
okay,
announcement.
okay.
Yeah, be waiting
I
on the way.
heard you kind of good on the mic over there a
We
little bit.
try.
here and
We
there.
try. We're somewhat proficient, but we really need an expert to bring in. So if you know anybody who
Man, you know,
might want to cast some awesome like online matches,
I got you. I
like
might
that,
have to
yeah.
pull out my little black book.
Get
and
out the
find-
Rolodex, start flipping through it, see if you know anybody for us.
Where
Yeah.
you guys gonna be casting from?
So we're actually in Las Vegas.
Okay,
So out of
cool.
our studio out there.
We definitely got great people like Deluxe out there who's been locking
he's
down
in
the area
Vegas.
as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
Deluxe
I
lives
forgot about
out
that.
there. You know, always gotta show my man some love. You know, so there we go.
Hi, Deluxe.
Hey, what's up, Haas? There you go. All right, then that is awesome. So you guys get to check out all those matches. They'll be casted. And so that'll be extra content out there for we'll be able to watch as a community and see who is going to be the best team of Astro Battles and who will be able to qualify for those trips out to the event and get that extra practice in before you come out there to San Diego.
Yeah.
San Diego, I can't wait.
We talked a little bit about Astro Battles.
Yeah.
Now, I figured that we should have some Astro Battle action here on the show for Gears Unlimited. It's gonna be 3v3, King of the Hill.
right.
It's gonna be Frank, Shady, and myself. You guys ready to team up?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
All right, so
I never back down.
you never. Hey, I'm with that. Yo, that's what I'm talking
I
about.
want all the smoke.
Dap across
I
the
want all
board.
the smoke.
Our opponents, PR and the Funky Bunch.
All right, I'm a little nervous.
All right, so you guys don't know who the Funky Bunch is.
I know who the Funky Bunch is.
my mom's calling me.
It's okay, you know. It's multiple
Yeah.
members of the Funky Bunch. You know, I'm even a part of the Funky Bunch, all right?
Yeah.
But today it's gonna be PR, our desk analyst Ryan Fools on the show, and then last but not least is gonna be Shmay. All right,
Oh, yeah.
second best member on Earth Collide Moon next to myself, the team, greatest Gears team that nobody ever knew about. But Shmay has some great talent, and he's gonna be having their back as well. So we got to play against those boys.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Ryan, but the rest of them I'm gonna worry.
We got a matchup for you guys. We're gonna give you your first taste of Astro Battles. Myself, Shady, and Frank versus PR and the Funky Bunch. Even though I don't know what's so funky about them.
They're funky.
Yeah, right? Like funky and smell?
Yeah, it's a description of.
Ah, okay, that makes sense, right, PR?
I mean, the only thing you guys got going for you is the headset, so.
Hey, these headsets fire
You
though.
like these? You like these?
They
I
are
know.
pretty fire though, but they get your guys' skills, so it's all good.
Oh.
Hopefully it'll help
It's
our
all-
casting next week as well.
It'll help them hear this work.
Yo, Ryan, hey man, I'm just gonna let you know this is gonna be some real light work, okay?
Yo, PR.
Listen, man, I got
Like,
my first and foremost. I got a question for you guys. What character model is Shady using?
don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Hey, PR, when you
My second
when you
question
play
is-
at home and you sit in your gaming chair, do you have a car seat connected to it?
No, but my feet dangle. As I
All right, Joe, let's hop into this one now. Shoot, make these rotations real quick.
Let's go, baby.
Shmeh, as our loudest, most vocal leader, what are you excited about in this matchup?
Throwing smokes and getting loose.
We're gonna be getting warriored right now.
Don't worry, I got this. I'm the Scion. I'm about to get 30 eliminations just for my challenge.
Get your flashes. Hit Y and get flashes too on y'all next three. And it is a sniper up top.
Here they come. They're all three in the middle.
All right, good luck. Good snipe.
One hop
One
in the
shot
nade.
inside. One shot of nades. One shot of nades.
Drop shot on the other side.
Max hurt. There one.
I down two in the hill.
Is that a
Yeah,
nice
press
shot?
X, bro.
Bro, I'm not
Yo,
letting this
come
shot
on,
for you
Ryan.
guys.
Come
Oh,
on,
God.
Ryan.
You better turn up. Oh, there you go. All right.
79-1.
Oh no, they got up.
Oh my god.
Which one is Shady?
I have no idea.
Which one's Shady?
He's one
We
of
gotta
the,
figure out
he's
which-
one of the splits. The ones. He's one of the ones.
Yo, we can't even goose this, man. Yo, just give me one. Just give me one.
Or she's going
Set
to
up for the
cry.
next
This
one.
guy's having no fun.
Shmeh, what are we doing?
Push
What's
him.
your strat?
Oh, the strats, play. Come on, fearless leader. Oh boy.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna need that with a shock. All right, who has actual utility on that team?
I don't know, but I think I'm gonna get. Ah, yes, I got the cap.
Breaking his hill. He's on his corner to the right
I
here.
hit him once.
I'm gonna try after you.
I saw the ball kick, Shmeh. Oh god, Shmeh.
Hey, one more. Shmeh.
So it's two out there. I'm
Bro.
about to come up to this hill with my
You
last
just
route.
focus on getting points.
No.
This probably fine.
Come on, Shmeh. Let's do it. We're jumping on board, Shmeh. Going off for the team with the Funky Bunch. Driving through a smoke as well. Shocking shots going off back and forth. A nice down by Schmag. Followed by a little bit of disrespect from
Why is it
Ryan
not the wide
Fools.
I can't hit a thing, and I just got sniped. Oh my goodness.
You have the
Gosh, man. Someone is having a horrible time. Look at him throwing nades at nobody. Oh, it's gonna hit you actually.
I'm flying at him, Ryan.
Yeah, that's a good call out, Shady. What Shady said, use the mark. Clicking that joystick and
You gotta let me wide button one of them. Yeah, if we weren't playing Shady, I'd be getting beat up right now.
All right, they're set up on it. They got
Oh,
two back
I
there.
think I got the hill.
No, they need time. Don't let me get time. No, no.
We got points. We got
Yeah, we got a point. We got a point.
Yes.
Let's go, baby.
I'm throwing shots to block them off, too.
I tried to rush one.
That's good. They gotta go down. They gotta go down. One went down.
Ah, roll.
Yeah, I don't know who these guys think they are, but your boy Ryan Fulios. Yeah, nah. Train's coming.
Yeah.
Map has a train on it.
No, I have shotgun ammo.
I don't have not one kill.
Me neither, dude.
I don't have one kill.
It's all good.
Bro.
And the Halo character is very lost. Gotta be frank.
Yo, behind you, whoever just ran through middle, he's chasing.
Smash it coming around both sides of you, Smash. Smash getting one. He's in a shotgun battle. Pulls out the bolt hawk. Lands a couple of shots as well. Bounces it around. Pulls back out the shotgun. He's trying to make it happen with the melee and the kill.
Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. They've been warming up for hours. We've just been eating quesadillas, man. It's all good.
Oh, I can't hit the side of the Oh, and they wide button me.
I think I'm wide butting Shady right now.
It was like golf, right?
So I guess that's why we're
I thought
not
we were trying to
playing
get low
Astro
score.
battles, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
yeah.
I guess that's why
I'm
we're.
gonna keep my day job.
I guess that's why you're working on headset.
why I'm
and you're
behind the
casting
desk.
as well as me, right?
100%.
GG's on the board, across the board.
GG's in the chat.
Yeah, GG's in the chat, man.
All right, hold on. Was my theory correct? Was Blaze Marcus, was Shady Mac, and was Frank Halo?
Yeah, I was Halo.
He is good.
Y'all take that victory, okay?
Yeah, that was for you guys. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
GG.
As soon as I get home tomorrow, bro, y'all are on my list.
Square up.
On his list. So after the day, we won't mention that match again. We
No.
won't talk about it.
It never
Okay?
happened.
No, yeah, it never happened. The fans,
never happened.
y'all can't discuss that with anybody. All right, just so y'all know, y'all gotta keep that one between us. All right.
I'm just happy to be here, guys.
Frank was a part of it. You got a good taste of a good classic Gears butt whooping, all right?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
don't worry, put some
good
hair
way
in
to
your
get-
chest.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what happens. Any last minute shout outs that you guys want to give?
Yeah, I want to shout out one of the hardest working esports, head of esports in the game, Cole Lovelady. He's the reason that we are doing Gears Esports, and he works harder. He's one of the hardest workers in that office.
Nice.
He's one of the first ones there, one of the last ones to leave.
Shout out Cole.
And shout out to my whole team, Zach, Greg, best boss in the world. Greg, Zach, Joel, all the contractors that we hire, Aaron Dreyer, shout out to Aaron. Yeah, just everybody at Astro.
What about you, Frank?
Yeah, thanks to the guys at Astro. I mean, it's been a pleasure working with you guys at Beyond Entertainment. You know, we kind of dipped our toes into some other games, but it's awesome to have the pleasure of like coming on to Gears and being embraced by you guys. So thank you for having us out too.
Yeah.
It's been a blast just kind of spending the day chatting about all the upcoming tournaments and stuff. So yeah, thanks Astro, thanks everyone at Beyond Entertainment, the coalition, you guys here for working with us, and there's a lot of exciting stuff to look forward to. So
Yeah, it is a lot of exciting stuff to look forward to coming up in the future. We appreciate you guys. We're very happy about that Astro Battle announcement. Can't wait to see you on the mic and you bringing that to everybody. Let them know where they can watch that again.
So they can watch that at twitch.tv/TeamBeyondNet, and I promise you guys, my casting is better than my gameplay.
There you go. You heard it from Frank right there. Hey, once again, give me a handshake. I appreciate having you guys on Gears Unlimited, and y'all have a great day.
Bye.
Real quickly, things to watch out for coming up this week. We're gonna be having Gods and Work Harder on our North American Pro League live show, and we'll see if both those teams can come out and get their first wins of the Pro League. You guys definitely don't want to miss out on a European Pro League either. The entire division is tied up 1-1. Who's gonna come out on top? In the LATAM Pro League, Ghost Gaming sitting at 0-2. Something we did not see happening. Can those boys bounce back? This weekend, we have our 13th anniversary of Gears of War. Man, it's been a long ride. We'll be having Double XP and Golden Gun is coming back. So don't forget to queue up and have some fun with your friends. Big shout out to Astro Gaming and Beyond Entertainment, Shady and Frank for coming through with the big announcements. Guys, that is 20 grand on the line. That's gonna be it for me here in episode 2 of Gears Unlimited. I appreciate you guys for coming through once again. Till next time.